right.
Hi.
Welcome, Sarah. Welcome to Overheard Online.
Thank you.
We are officially recording, and I'm so excited to have you here.
I love it.
You are coming in blind today, but I have a bit of a surprise for you.
Okay.
So this is either a really good idea or the worst idea I've ever had.
Okay.
You are my guinea pig, just so that we're clear. Are you excited to be my guinea pig?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay, so today when I was texting you, so I was delayed in setting up this episode and prepping for it. Usually I go through and I choose stories and I edit them and I do this whole thing. But you had texted me this morning saying, we're going out later. I could drive there, but maybe I'll take an Uber because let's drink while we're doing this. And then I had an idea.
Oh no.
And my idea is, instead of prepping, I had ChatGPT send me a bunch of links to stuff that would be, fun to read. So I'm reading blind.
Okay.
And I made a drinking game.
Okay. Awesome. Let's do it.
I made a drinking game. And by I made a drinking game, I mean I edited it, but ChatGPT helped me come up with the rules because I didn't read the stories.
Okay.
And so we're going to play the drinking game while we go through the stories.
Stories about what?
And get drunk. Oh, you don't even know what this podcast's about? Okay,
no.
So to everyone listening, I have not told my friends about this. The only ones who really know are the ones who are participating for the most part. Otherwise, some friends kind of know I've been doing a thing.
I'm still fully supporting Erin in her journey entirely. I just don't know the context. So I'm here to learn.
I'm always shocked. I mean, I'm shocked. Mm-hmm. Karin did the same thing. And I was like, you don't even know that this is what this is about. And you're willing to put yourself out there for me. Like, that's even more of a testament to how much you must love me.
Of course.
So basically, I pull stories from Reddit.
Okay.
I pull Glitch in the Matrix stories. And we go through the stories and my friends react. And then we talk about them. We talk about our own experience.
I was going to say, so just a normal one of our conversations.
Literally, exactly. Like we talk about tarot cards how often?
We're set. Okay, we're good.
Yeah. I actually gifted Sarah a tarot card set. So did you get it in the end? Did I give it to you in the end?
I just never carried it home, but yes.
What do you mean?
You showed it to me, but I just never put it in my stuff.
So we got to find it. Okay, so before we get started, and another thing that I did is I bought 2 of 6 different kinds of gin drinks, and we should get shot glasses maybe. Oof. Or are we just swinging from the... Hold on 1 second. We're going to be right back while I get shot glasses.
Erin's the sweetest. I told her I like gin once and she never forgot.
I feel like
who likes gin? Everyone harps on me for that shit. But
okay, so I have a little cheat sheet for us here.
Okay.
The audience later on will likely, I'm going to put the rules on the screens every time we break one or in general. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Okay. We're experimenting here, okay?
And if guinea pig.
If it works, we'll call it the Overheard After Dark episodes or the I don't know, drunk glitch episode, something along those lines.
We'll workshop it.
Okay, yeah. So we'll go through the rules now of the game. But first, before we do that, should we take a mini shot?
Hell yeah. Let's do
it. Should we first grab a drink and pour it out to start drinking it? So you put your hand in, and grab something.
Okay.
Ooh, and to everyone watching, you're about to see us get progressively drunker. And we are going out tonight. We decided to use this as a pre-drink anyway. So here we go.
Party time. Okay. This is very on brand.
Yeah. Also, if you happen to be going to something and you want to use this as your own little pre-drink and follow the rules, feel free. We love
camaraderie.
Yeah.
Solidarity.
Or being bad influences.
Absolutely. In the best way possible, though.
You know, I got a couple of comments on the reels of people who didn't realize that this is a full podcast episode being like, you should talk more. We'd love to know your personality. Everyone's about to see my personality.
Times 2.
Yeah. Okay, cheers.
Cheers, my love.
This will either be my mom's favorite episode or her least favorite episode.
Hi, Mama.
To be determined.
What is that?
It's good.
Not overly sweet.
What is it? We
all love that phrasing.
I like when people say that they're not overly sweet, but like that's pretty damn sweet.
It's like lemon raspberry. I taste that.
Yeah, I taste the raspberry for sure.
Not too sweet.
Okay, so these are the rules. Every time a time slip or something related to a time slip is mentioned, we have to take a sip. So think when somebody talks about losing time, repeated time, time loops, like think time travel.
Yes.
Or time skipped, like missing time.
Okay.
We drink. That's number one. If a doppelganger is mentioned, oh my God. If a doppelganger, how do you pronounce it? Doppelganger?
Doppelgänger.
If a doppelganger is mentioned, then we do a waterfall sip. So we both drink until one of us stops.
Okay.
Or the drink's finished, like the cup's finished.
Yes.
This is why we're drinking out of these cups instead of that, so we don't overdo it. If either one of us like has chills or says I have chills or goosebumps or something along those lines, whoever mentions that drinks. If I talk about having aphantasia or not seeing in my head because ChatGPT knows I talk about this all the goddamn time.
Aphantasia.
But I guess I have to
What is that?
drink because I'm about to talk about it. I can't see in my brain.
Oh, yes. We talked about this. I just didn't remember the term. Okay. Okay.
Wait, I want to make
I'll draw you pictures.
I'll make this a little louder. I feel like now it's too loud. Is that better? Okay, that's better.
You have like a very soothing voice.
Thank you. I was like, I kind of feel like I'm underwater with how it sounds.
Yes.
Or is it this? Hello? Oh, that was it. See, how much better do I sound now?
You just sound great all the time. I can't even tell.
Okay, back to the rules. Anytime I mention aphantasia, I drink.
Okay.
Anytime you mention your boyfriend or having a boyfriend, not that you do it all the time, but I was like, what can I do that might come up?
Yeah.
So then you drink.
Okay.
Whoever talks about doubting a story, if we're like, that can't be true.
Yeah.
Whoever does that drinks.
Okay.
If there's a tech error or I'm fixing something tech or you mention something tech related or we notice.
Hello.
We drink. Okay, yes. So tech glitch, so we waterfall until one of us stops.
This isn't my favorite, so I'm not going to be able to drink it.
Well,
raspberry hits me like, remember Hannah Montana, that episode where she's like, to her own perfume. It was raspberry.
I feel like up until this very moment, I would never have thought about that. And now I do know what you're talking about.
Something about it just hits like a punch.
Oh my God. Okay. And then if somebody talks about light, a tunnel, or floating, so basically an in your death experience type of story, we both drink. If somebody mentions shadow figures, being silhouettes, both waterfall.
Okay.
Or maybe we're just going to drink. I don't know. Or probably as we go on, going to forget which is which. If somebody says they felt peace while dying, you drink.
I drink.
Yeah, I don't know. Blame ChatGPT. They're bullying you. You have two individuals. And if we interrupt the story, so if a story like stops at some point, because maybe I stop and I, for whatever reason, reading and say something or you do, then whoever stopped the story or interrupted the main story drinks.
Okay, cool.
Okay, are we happy with the rules? We have a quick cheat sheet here that I was working on right when you got here.
Imagine like we just had AI listen and be like, drink, like tell us which one. Cause like I'm going to forget.
Oh yeah. Well, I hope we're going to miss so many of them, guys. Don't hate us. But
let me just study real quick. Hold on.
Are we still recording? Yes, now I'm going to drink because I was checking the tech.
Tech glitch, both drink.
Okay, are you ready to get into the stories?
Stop with the tech. Figure it out.
I'm going to get really drunk before we go out tonight.
Yeah, literally.
I guess. Okay, so we're going to get started now.
Yay.
Okay, you ready?
I'm so excited.
Great. All right, so our first thread that I am reading blindly.
Okay.
It's from r/ask Reddit. It's from r/Reddit. Oh my God, can't speak. It's from r/ask Reddit. And the thread is, Reddit, what is your strangest glitch in the Matrix moment that cannot be explained?
Okay.
Okay, now I'm like, I need to like look at two things. You're going to be better at controlling this.
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
I'll just angle it here so I can.
Okay, first story. When my son was about 4 years old, one day he started hounding me to ring Nana. I thought it odd to begin with, as he had never asked me to call her before. So I just put him off for about an hour or so. And he came back and insisted that I called her. Turns out she was sitting on her lounge experiencing a massive tachycardia event.
Okay.
And she couldn't breathe. I was able to call an ambulance and met her at the hospital. Same week, she had a pacemaker and a defibrillator unit implanted to fix the problem. To this day, I cannot explain what drove him to get me to call her, but I'm so glad that he did. And he doesn't even remember doing it. Is any of the rules broken? Do we have to drink? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is kind of wild, though.
A 4-year-old never tells you to call your grandmother, and all of a sudden he's bothering you. Call her. He won't stop.
But like, I feel like kids have like that connection to like the other side, and like something probably was like.
Oh, I totally
what I
agree.
mean? Yeah, that's my take on it.
It's almost like intuition is a muscle that we're born with. We just suppress it as we get older and don't practice it, but also like
trust it.
Almost go against it in a sense because like even when, let's say we think somebody's talking about us when we're growing up, or like a bunch of girls in elementary school, we're like, I don't think they like me. And everyone's like, it's in your head. Or you're like,
yeah,
when
like,
you think
actually, no, I'm right.
Yeah. It's almost like we're taught not to pay attention to it. Not only that we don't use it, but we're taught like not to do it at all.
To like negate it.
Not to use it.
Absolutely. That's still very cool though. It's like kind of like a dog.
Sorry, it's kind of like a dog?
You know how dogs like kind of like
I'm sorry, can we go back? Why is this story like a dog?
I don't know, just sometimes they they have the sense to like be able to give people warnings about things.
Oh, yeah. There's like tons of stories that dogs like gnawing at their owner's like arm or something, and it turns out that they had.
I'm not trying to call the boy a dog.
You said it without an exact explanation. I was like, what? Why is it like having a dog?
That's my brain skipping like 6 steps, having its own conversation. Okay.
So somebody else comments on this story saying, my dad got a new apartment and I was very young, still in a car seat. He told me he was taking me to this new apartment and it was somewhere that's new to me. And I said, oh yeah, that apartment with the red door. I then proceeded to give him basic directions to the apartment. And when we got there, he said his heart was pounding, but he was relieved to find that there was a green door to his apartment.
Yes.
We go inside, shut the door, and the door on the inside is painted red.
That's wild.
That's like a crazy...
It's like premonition.
Imagine how relieved the dad felt when he was like, oh, my kid's not psychic. This is a coincidence. And then you close the door and he was right.
Well, he was like, how did he know? Like, how did he know?
There's no way to know. No.
But like also to know the way there, it's like a little bit weird. Kids don't know the way anywhere. Mm-hmm. They like toured a bunch of apartments the week before and the kid just remembered.
Like the dad doesn't remember taking them around. But it sounds like the dad didn't even know it was a red door.
Yeah. Strange. Okay. Interesting.
Okay, another story. Another little mini. I arrived 10 minutes early to school one day, so I put on my headphones and started to listen to a 10-minute track that I loved. When it was over, I started walking to the entrance, but nobody was there. It's always full of people waiting for it to open. So I thought I miscalculated the time and that I was late to school. But when I checked my watch, only 2 minutes had passed since I arrived. And I sat there for another 8 minutes thinking what the fuck happened and where the hell was everyone? Well, now I'm confused because they don't finish the story.
I thought that was part of the story.
Guys, I usually filter these out. I usually double check these.
You're so
I'm
funny.
just going in them. I'm going at them in order. And,
Time slip.
oh, that's true. Nice. And also, usually, if I realize that a story like doesn't fit or that there's a lot of errors, I'll edit it out.
Yeah.
But because of this story, I'm not going to edit out those clips where things don't make sense. People are just going to be along for the ride.
Absolutely.
I'm sure I feel like so many people are going to turn off. Guys, if you enjoy this, please let me know because I need to know if you like this format more than like a more structured one or if you like both because it's going to be different for sure.
Or fun. Just accept it.
Okay, next one. Hopefully this story makes more sense. I might just switch threads after this one.
I support you, whatever you choose.
Thank you. I need all the support I can get in this moment.
Of course.
I'm very vulnerable, okay?
Don't be.
Okay, next story. This happened to people that I know, not to me directly. A woman who works with my mom was out doing grocery shopping one night and ran into me at the supermarket. She told my mom about the encounter the next day and asked her why I didn't recognize her, as we saw each other only a few weeks before when I had gone to help her with heavy lifting at the store. My mom confirmed that it couldn't have been me because I was at home at the time. The woman also mentioned feeling oddly nauseous during the interaction. I was about 16 or 17 at the time. Another woman I know said she didn't know I walked through the park near her home after work. Dumbfounded by her observation, I listened as she explained that she'd seen me every so often after work, walking briskly through the large park, which I do know of, but I had only driven past and never actually walked through, and that it looked as if I was exercising. She said I walked close by her the previous evening and she was going to speed up to try to catch up with me and say hello. But as she started, she began to feel ill, so she slowed down and then sat on a bench for a few minutes. She never caught up to me. By then, she'd lost sight of me. This happened about 3 years ago, and both occurrences were miles apart. Long story short, I think I have a doppelganger out there that keeps running into people.
That's actually crazy. I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Why was he making them feel sick, though?
Well, I think maybe if like you're crossing a timeline or like you're like what if it's, well, drink. Timeline.
Yeah, true. And doppelganger. Bonk. Okay.
Wait, what was doppelganger again?
Big sip waterfall.
Okay,
just
go.
finish it.
Sure.
The gulp in the mic was crazy.
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm grabbing a new one though because that one was.
Yeah, well, I bought so many different drinks for us to try, and we can always mix our own gin drink. Yeah, it's a blind.
What is this? Oh, bonk.
I feel like we should also tell people in case they like want to know what we like and don't like. This pink gin fizz drink, I do like it, but you can barely taste the gin and you like gin. The raspberry, like you can taste a lot of the raspberry.
I'm not like a big sweet girly. Like that I could have one of. Like
I like how they advertise it as not sweet and you're like, I can't drink more of it.
But if like I was throwing a themed party and there's pink, 100%.
Yeah, it's kind of giving like the marketing of rosé wine.
Yes.
Is it rosé? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes. That's not why I was smiling, but don't worry. I'm not going to talk about why I was smiling because I don't want to drink.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
No, tell me. It's boyfriend, isn't it? Drink. You thought about it. You thought about it. Drink.
Okay.
He's making a like emotional appearance on the podcast or a reference appearance. No. All right. So this person did edit the story or the post to say, I can't believe I forgot about this, but it happened when I was 20. I was living on campus on the ground floor of a 3-story building. There were only 36 people in the building, so I knew everyone by sight, at least when this had happened.
Okay.
A new guy moved into the 3rd floor. We'd exchanged pleasantries, and I knew his name and what floor he lived on, but not much else. I was coming out of the front door one morning, and he was coming down the stairs. He said, "Oh, I just saw your sister going up the stairs." I asked him what he meant, and he said, "Your sister, she's here all the time. She wears her hair the same way that you do. I used to change my hair a lot. At the time, it was midway down my back in fire truck red. There was nobody on campus with hair that was like mine. I noped it out of there, went back inside, and didn't talk about it again." So I guess he was saying her sister has the same hair as her, and he sees her all the time because she had fire truck red hair.
But she doesn't have a
She's
sister.
like, there's no one else on campus who has this.
That's weird.
He thought it was her sister, but he sees another person that looks like her that keeps coming to campus.
Yeah.
The timelines are too close. People are seeing overlap.
That's true. But so like I went to my sister's university and I'm like 2.5 years younger. So I'd be walking around campus and I would go back home and I'd be like, Amy, like 10 people said hi to me and I guarantee they thought it was you. But like I just was too far away from them to like correct them. But I'm like,
did you say hi back? You're like, hi, so nice to see you. And then we're your sister.
Like, hi. But then I'm like, I'm pretty sure they thought it was you. But like everybody thinks I'm them. Like it's like I look like so many people, but my sister especially.
I actually have to say you don't look like anyone.
Everybody's always like, you look like my cousin's neighbor's like hairdresser's cousin. I'm like, okay.
Okay, so I guess more recently than ever before, randomly people will stop me and tell me I look like somebody, and I never look like the person. I will have somebody be like, you look like this, and it'll always be like an actor or something. And I'm like, I look at the photo, I'm like, that person is gorgeous. I don't look anything like that. And there are always people who look different. And I'm like,
I just hope they're pretty.
but every time, but I'm also like, my theory is, I remind you of somebody who you love that was pretty, and that's a compliment.
Exactly.
But I don't look anything like this person.
Thank you.
And so you being like, people are like, oh my God, you look like my cousin's friend. I don't think I know many people who look like you, but they're probably just in their brain trying to place you. And they're like, oh, you make me feel the same way as this person made me feel.
I like that. I like that take. Let's choose that take.
So I love to tell people now when they're like, oh, you look like this person. I'm like, I don't look anything like them, but thank you so much for liking my energy. I appreciate it.
I love that. Okay.
Next little short clip. Stopped at a gas station on my way to work one morning. I take out my debit card and take the car keys with me and leave everything else in the car. Pay for my stuff and throw my debit card into a metal cup that I have in my car. Literally half a second later, I look down and my card's gone. Pulled apart everything trying to look for it and couldn't find it. I go to work and go home to find it sitting on my desk in my house. Double check my bank account to make sure it was the card I used, and it was. To this day, I have no idea what happened or how it turned up there.
Yes. Yes. No, I've experienced that too. Like,
hey, tell me, literally just happened with the glass cleaner. Yes. I was upstairs. I was dealing with the dogs. I had everything in my hands, like the laptop, the iPad. I made a mental note of, oh yeah, I don't forget the glass cleaner so that I can clean off the camera before we use it. Yep. I don't even think I opened up that drawer. And I come downstairs, put down my laptop and everything, go to get the Windex, not my eyeglass cleaner, start Windexing my phone. And I look at the table. I'm like, did you bring down the glass cleaner? The eyeglass cleaner is literally the only thing sitting on this table.
I was like, what is that? I don't even know what it is.
I'm like, did you take this down? Did I say it out loud that I wanted to bring it down? And you're like, no, why would I bring? It was just, and I have no idea how it got here.
And she's got a really tall house. So it's I'm the universe just didn't want us to walk back up the stairs.
Well, I had already gone and grabbed the glass cleaner for my mirrors. I was literally sitting with that in my hand, wiping down the camera screen, and I look over and my eyeglasses cleaner's on the table. And it is the only thing on this table besides equipment.
Yep, serendipity, babe.
It was I looked at you, I was like, this is a glitch. This is what I mean. And you didn't even know what the podcast was about when I said that.
It's just the world aligning for us. Okay, glitch in the matrix times 10. Okay, let's go.
Oh, I also had something happen. I've talked about it before. Mm-hmm. But I have a wallet that I have in a special cabinet for all my cards that I don't take out with me every day. Because I'm one of those horrible people who puts my ID on the back of my phone and just uses that wallet. And I don't take a wallet with me anywhere. And I keep my boating license there. And I've actually never driven a boat, even though I've had my boating license for 3 years. But every time I go to the cottage, I bring my boating license with me in the summer.
Responsible.
Just in case. Mm-hmm. Just in case, for whatever reason, I decide that day, the first day in 3 years, that I've had my license, I'm going to decide to drive a boat.
Driver passes out, I'm ready.
And I don't even I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But bring it with me anyways. And so I'm going to the cottage. My brother-in-law is like, don't forget your boating license. I go to this wallet. I go to pull it out. Can't find it anywhere. It's not in this wallet. I'm like, there's nowhere else I would put it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm like, wait, maybe it's in my nightstand. Maybe it's just sitting there. Maybe I took it out. I go, it's there. Great. Perfect. Go to the cottage. Everything's fine. Come back from the cottage after the weekend. Go to put my boating license now in the original wallet where I thought I put it. And I put it in there. And I'm checking the cards. I have 2 boating licenses. No, I have 2.
Since when?
I thought, oh, I must have been confused. Maybe I took one of my siblings last time I was there. And that was the confusion as to why I thought it was in there. Pull it out. It's the same one. They're both mine.
Identical cards.
They're identical, same number, same everything.
That happened to me too.
But I have never lost it because I don't boat ever. If I lost it, I've never replaced it.
Yeah.
I don't think they give out 2 because there's no photo on it. So but also to give out 2 to everyone with no photo, then people could just.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't think they give out multiple to people. I now have 2 boating licenses. I wouldn't even know how to look it up.
It's a win. A win is a win.
I'm like, but also there's a weirdness because I knew where I had misplaced it in both places. Like I had both memories. When I realized I initially had the memory of it in my wallet. When it wasn't there, I had a different memory. Did the other thing. But it turns out, like, did those timelines converge? Were both true? And I was like checking into one and the other one. And this is like...
Other Erin left hers for you. And then
but now I have two. That's the craziest part.
One Erin is missing
They're
her
both
card
sitting in front of me. Like I will show. Well, now I'm like maybe one of them disappeared, but actually I was
There's an
one
Erin
of them
somewhere who lost it indefinitely.
When I was dealing with the equipment, weirdly my boating license was in there again, and I was like, I don't know why it's with all my equipment. That's so fucking weird. We should check after. I don't know.
You're like gonna run upstairs now.
I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna leave one of them. If I had two boating licenses, I would leave one at the cottage and have one home with me. If they originally gave me two.
Genius. That's big brain energy.
No, but then why do I have two?
Leave one at the cottage.
Well, now I can't, but maybe one of them will disappear then. I can't rely on it if it's from another universe.
You gotta keep them together.
Yeah. Okay, tell me what happened to you.
Mine was just like a bra one day. I was like, oh, I really like this bra. Like I need to order another one. And then I lost it. And I was like, oh, I can't even like find out which one it was. And then all of a sudden I had two of them. One was like pure white. And I was like, okay, perfect. And I was like, the other one, I'm like, that must be the original. But how did this one just spawn out of nowhere? And I was like, I'm not going to complain.
The right size?
Exact same bra. I was like, this is so weird. Because it was like a bra panty set. And I only had one pair of the panties.
No, that's so weird. So Sarah, like, that's like one of the ones that this is one of the stories.
Sarah's bra.
This is, wait, it came as a set?
Yeah.
So.
And I only had one
bra,
one panty.
And one was new.
Yep.
There's like little ones that you're like, okay,
like,
there's
win is a win. I'm not going to question it.
Yeah. But also, you know how I said to you before with like the glass cleaner, I was like, I feel like this kind of thing happens to us all the time. Mm-hmm. And we just don't like, when it happens to most people, if they're not in tune or not.
Delicious.
Yeah. Honestly, they taste the same to me because I'm not a gin drinker. I feel like if you're not like, when these things come up and like that little seed in your brain goes, that doesn't sit right.
Yeah.
Most of us, because we want to think that everything makes sense, we're like, oh, there must be an explanation. We just like dismiss it. We're like, oh, I must have ordered it and forgot. Oh, like maybe I drunkenly ordered a second bra. But what makes it more, I guess, like grounded in being an outlier is the fact that it comes as a set. Yes. And you only had one part of it. Yes. So part of me is like, you know, sometimes we ourselves like try to explain it away.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, that could be true. Or there could be this.
But like I didn't order it in my sleep. Like nothing happened where I forgot.
I think I heard that there's like a phenomenon where when people take sleeping pills, they accidentally order things and forget
No,
to.
I used to watch Gene Simmons' Family Rules like all the time. And
it was a good. Should I rewatch it? Well, I tried to watch it for the first time.
It's so good. His wife took sleeping pills though and like woke up in the morning and like everyone's eating meatballs. She's like, where'd you get the meatballs? He's like, Mom, the fridge is full of meatballs. And she made like hundreds of meatballs in her sleep. Like I remember thinking it was the funniest thing ever. And I was like, imagine you could like take them and just like work out in your sleep. Like, how iconic.
Wait, that's horrifying though.
But I was like, imagine also waking up to like a million meatballs.
She operated a knife. Also, out of all things to want to do when you're high on sleeping pills, why did she want to make meatballs and deal with raw meat?
I don't know, but icon. Sharon. Is it Sharon? I think so.
Is it Gene Simmons? That's not... I'm in my brain. I'm thinking of Ozzy Osbourne, but it's not.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, you're like if that you gave the wife's name.
Her name was something.
Oh, I'm going to see Youngblood. We have a fourth ticket. We'll talk because that's supposed to be Ozzy Osbourne's like
prodigy.
Okay, so a lot of people, if you know the story, please like tell me what your thoughts are. Mm-hmm. Somebody was telling me the lore about how people think that there was a ritual to transfer Ozzy Osbourne's soul to Youngblood.
Ooh.
That during that like changes or there was some like thing and then Ozzy gave him the necklace and apparently like they are the same.
Ooh,
like apparently
so
there's like an interview I think where like Ozzy's...
He's the chosen one for sure. Youngblood, absolutely.
I'm excited to see him.
He's so like, just like his persona is just like so like enigmatic. Like he's so like, you're so drawn to him just like for no reason. And you're like, there is a reason. You're electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so cool.
But like there's a weird like interview, and I don't know if this is, I don't think it's scripted, because like you kind of see like Sharon, and I don't know what the daughter's name is. Do you remember her name? It's
Who?
Sharon and Ozzy's wife, and then the daughter is, I forget her name. But anyways, there's like an interview where like the reporter's asking them questions, and they're obscure questions, and he answers them, and they're like, oh my God, that's the same as our dad. Like one of the things is he likes to fall asleep to like the random history
Network
documentaries or something along those lines. And like Sharon and her daughter are looking at each other, and you just like see that their jaws are on the floor, and they're like,
I love the
our
history
dad
channel.
did that his entire life. Why does Youngblood do that too?
Yeah.
Like his whole, what are the chances?
I get
What if
it.
it's the
I
same
get it.
soul, like living two timelines at the same time?
Yeah.
What if
No.
old souls can live multiple timelines at the same time, and they can have do-overs before even their soul leaves?
That's always like a thing that I've like juggled with in my head, like because I want so badly to believe in like reincarnation and like the possibility.
You don't?
Of, like, no, I do, but like
Oh,
I
yeah.
just mean like I never think that you can overlap with like the same people in the same.
Do we have any rules
timeline.
that we just did?
Probably time jumps, time lapse, whatever's.
Yeah. Okay, go. Drink.
Cheers,
We're gonna
baby.
assume that during all this, we should have finished a drink because. Continue. Yes.
No, just like I'm like, I don't think we're meant to like re-experience the same people in our own life, but I do think we do. That's the part that I struggle with, where I'm like, how is it that we can like be in each other's cycles multiple times, I guess, if that makes sense?
Did I not tell you to read this book? This should have been one of the rules when I talk about this book, because I talk about it every fucking episode. But the book Journey of Souls explains it.
Okay.
Basically, summarizing it again, is that is he a psychiatrist, or he was doing research on and treating people with phobias.
Okay.
But like when I say phobia, like, you know how people say, oh my God, I'm like agoraphobic, or like and they're really not, they can leave their house. It's not like they're afraid of something. There is a
Spectrum.
level of like, for sure. He was treating people who like, we're talking like a 3-year-old who you can't give a bath to because for some reason they are deathly afraid of water. Like they are kicking and screaming, or like a child who, when they're around tall buildings, is screaming and crying. Like weird things like that. Or they see, like, there's no rational explanation as to why this random thing. And one of the things that he
Triggers
says,
such an illicit response.
at like those ages, or like in general, and you know what he says is the phobias are around things that historically are causes of death. So tall buildings, you know, ledges, falling out of a plane, falling off a cliff.
Yeah.
Water's a big one, drowning. Spiders back in the day, like that, it was the thing. Snakes, another, you know what I mean? Like things like that.
Actually, like
Like actual like ways that people used to die that now might be irrational, but back in the day would have been irrational.
just past life, like scar. Yeah.
But when what he started doing is he found that if he put people into hypnosis and had them, he prompted them to basically relive the memory of like the past life that's associated with the death. So this would be the kind of thing that they'd build up to. They would slowly get there. They'd find the life. And they found that after, like with him guiding it or with somebody guiding it, they were able to see it. And once they saw that they died that way and they see how it happened, they no longer had the phobia. They were cured of the phobia.
Yeah, because they were able to like put
They
tangible
they saw what happened, but also they didn't see it from the perspective of the person dying. They saw how it happened as a person outside of their body. So they no longer feared the thing because they actually saw like what caused it versus just the thing.
Understood. Yeah.
So now thinking about it, and maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, because sometimes I say I have downloads and I just know things, and I'm probably 90% of the time wrong about it. But imagine that like you drown and now you're afraid of water.
Yeah.
But then when you look and you watch it from the outside through some therapy, you actually see that there was a crazy current that doesn't typically happen.
Yeah.
That it turns out that like, you know,
Water's not the problem. The circumstance was the.
or like it
inevitable.
turns out that like you were really tired. You didn't have swimming lessons properly. You fell off of the boat. You know how to swim. Now you know how to swim. This wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So like, or like there was a hurricane and that's what caused it, not the water. So then the person would no longer be afraid because they saw the death from like an outside.
Can rationalize it.
Yes. But what happened is he stumbled upon an in-between.
Okay.
So when he put people into hypnosis, he found that there was a linear thing that happened and that there was a block of time that the soul did things before they came back down to their other life.
Got it. Okay.
So his research is in what he calls, is it life between lives? LBL, what is it called? Something along those lines.
Okay.
But he basically, with the permission of his clients or his patients, started speaking to people's higher selves and their souls about what happens in between. So the book is basically 20 people who release the transcripts from their recorded sessions.
Okay.
And he builds out step by step what happens when you die and the in-between. And so he says that souls have a soul family of 20 people you go through almost every incarnation with. And that you know them when you meet them. And sometimes it's like a short one, sometimes it's a long one, but you guys always kind of recognize each other. And you have transcripts of people being like, I knew it was him. Like, I fucking knew that was like my soul family and that he was there to teach me that lesson. Like, people like, and you see the transcripts of them just being so excited when they have that realization of like what they were supposed to learn in the soul contracts. But usually your soul family or like your lily pad of soul family, or like a tree, like the leaf that you go through incarnations with, you're all around the same age.
Yeah.
And you still have soul contracts with people who are above and below like you in terms of age, but they're not necessarily your soul family.
Yeah.
But you go to school with your soul family in between lives.
That's so cool.
You go and you learn about your entire life, the things that could have been different, the things that you planned to do that you didn't do, the lessons you were supposed to learn and didn't, the lessons you did learn. And then you either like go forward into where you are as a soul.
It's like a book report of your life. You're like,
some people describe it as, somebody actually talked about, I think it's called Midnight Library or something that I should read. It's a fictional book, but they describe a library where you learn about all the lives that you didn't live and all.
That is so cool.
That's how they describe it in Journey of Souls.
That's where I feel like I got like a little bit detached from reading for a while, but like I always felt that like I couldn't like really enjoy reading unless I really felt like kind of tied to the story being told or like the content being taught. And like there was so many, like I loved just like diary accounts of like people like who lived in like time periods prior to us and stuff. But I was like, those were always the things where I was like, it kind of feels like personal, where it's like you were able to like imagine yourself in that context. And it's like, those are the things where it's like, I'm more fascinated by just like even movies, like where it's just like a snippet of like someone's day-to-day life. Like I love like the drama and like how elaborate like movies are now with like the like you know what I mean, like all the glitz and glam, like the big explosions but I'm like, I just want to see like a Tuesday Friday in a family, you know what I mean? Like I just want to get a snippet of somebody else's life because that's so much more interesting to me.
That hit me so hard because what you just described with movies and stuff is how I feel about music.
Yes.
So I feel like I go to a lot of concerts. I think that live music is king. There is nothing I enjoy more than dancing all night and being in a room where like you feel it kind of hit back at you, the vibe. I don't want to say vibes. The echo of the vibrations of the person who's putting it out there musically.
Yeah.
And I have a theory, which is, well, not a theory. I think that people know the difference if somebody wrote it and they sing it and you like know that they did it themselves and you know if they didn't. So for example, Noah Kahan, I think he is incredible. I do this weird thing. Okay, so I'm about to embarrass myself a little bit. You know this, but what do you know that? So I think you know this. I karaoke in my Ubers. Do you know this?
No.
I'm like, how many Ubers have we been in together? Because like I know we've been in them.
The guy hated us.
Because was I karaoke?
No.
Just, no. Yes. Okay, sorry. That was going to
4 girls in an Uber, and this man wanted nothing to do with us. We directed him to the wrong spot, and then he had to sit in the car with us for 20 more minutes. And we were so unapologetically not apologetic to him.
Okay, so to explain the story, because I don't want to, I want to make sure that everyone listening, it's not like, what were they talking about? I'm so curious. Wait, we're gonna backtrack. Last week, randomly, Fred again dropped that he was doing a show. And he actually is somebody who I can say, like, I usually don't like EDM. I usually don't like this kind of music. I actually never really knew a lot about him until I heard about this exclusive show and I heard how incredible he is. And then, anyways, we ended up, but he's actually somebody who writes music. Okay, we're gonna sidetrack for a second.
Follow the tangent. Follow the tangent.
Yeah, follow the tangent, hopefully. Fred again writes music. He has a bunch of, I didn't realize, live diaries where he takes like recordings from people in his everyday life and turns it into a song. Okay. So it'll be a construction worker that he met that gave him life advice, and he will write a whole song and beat and vibration around a paragraph that they said. And it'll be incredible. So like, I really love what he does. It's exactly what I'm describing, where like you feel it. But the story Sarah's talking about is, Sarah, you tell the story. I'll let you you take it.
So Erin so graciously offered me a ticket to this like 1 week in advance concert.
It was wild that I got tickets to both nights somehow. The concert gods love me. That's how I go to so many concerts.
Erin is that bitch. If you ever questioned it, she is 100%. And so we ended up going, and it was like at an airplane hangar close to where we live. I used to play soccer there when I was younger, like iconic. And we are going to the location, and her girlfriend's in the cab with us, and she's like, this guy's taking the wrong way. He's like taking the longest route. Like, what is up with this?
She grew up there.
Yeah,
like,
and
she
she's
knew.
like, I know this city like the back of my hand. Let me direct you there.
She's like, well, actually, we overhear everyone in the back. I'm in the front.
Yeah.
And I hear everyone in the back saying, we love beating ways.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, and I'm like, guys, I am not egotistical enough to think I can beat the satellite with live traffic updates. And they are like, we beat it all the time. We do it all the time. It's our favorite game. 3 people in the back saying that they do this all the time. And Diana's like,
hoorah.
She will be on. So Diana will come on. She was going to come on today if you couldn't make it. She's so lovely.
Iconic.
We're all drunk. We're all like sitting in the back of this cab. And Diana's like, it shouldn't take us 20 minutes to get there. I'll get us there in 10. I'm going to beat the GPS.
And boy, did she to the wrong
Took us 35
location.
I love her so much. But I was like,
she got us there 10 minutes early to the wrong spot. Where was the right spot?
to be fair to her, I mean, it's past, so I can say where it was. In Toronto, I didn't even know this. There's a place called the Hangar, and then there's Hangar 5.
Yes.
She thought it's Hangar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just go to the hangar.
Yeah.
These are all old airplane hangars with no ability to go in between them, and they are massive. So she brought us to Hangar 1. The Uber driver hated us.
So I like roll the window down. There's this like man walking with his hockey bag and his stick, and I'm like, "Excuse me, sir. Hi."
And the best is MJ did the same thing. So Sarah's boyfriend, she's like, let me see where the boyfriend is.
I'm like, let's just go to him. He's at the right spot, I guarantee it.
She's like, let's see where he is. Like, we'll just like map to him. And then she checks and he's behind us. We're like, oh no. Do you know how many people I spoke to on night 2 who were like, we went to the wrong spot?
No, but then I'm like, guys, let's turn around. He was at the right spot. We were at the right spot. And then I'm like, are you at the right spot? And he's like, no. I was like, okay, we'll see you there. But yeah, this poor man with his hockey bag. I'm like, are we at the right spot? Hangar 5? He's like, this is the hangar. And I'm like, but the Hangar 5? And he's just looking through me. And I was like, you know what? Good luck with your game. We'll figure this out. Window back up. We got there. All in all, we got there. Still beat MJ.
It was amazing. What a fun night. Wait, so we end up here. So circling back. Oh my God, people are going to have so much difficulty following this episode, which I'm I'm interested to see if people like it. I said you're my guinea pig. So I karaoke in my Ubers. We're circling back.
All right.
Noah Kahan. So Noah Kahan is somebody who, like, when I play Gonna Go Fart Kid, I've had Uber drivers like pull over and ask to hear it again.
Hell yeah.
Same with Call Your Mom. I was going to meet up with friends. We were going to a cover band and I was late and I'm in the Uber and we're karaokeing, and I always give an option of different themes that people can, pick from, because you've got to have the Uber driver involved. And the Uber driver, when I gave him like different ideas, he chose Call Your Mom.
He got genre choices. Okay.
Well, he chose a song which basically, trigger warning, is about somebody who tried to hurt themselves and you're in the hospital or you're going to the hospital and you're pleading with them. And I gave that as an option. I gave so many different options, and he's like, I want that one. And usually when people say I want that one, they recently dealt with somebody who did something. And the Uber driver, when he pulled up, he's like, do you mind if we sit here and like play it again for 3 minutes before you go in? I said 3 minutes, whatever, before you go in. I was like, absolutely. But Noah Kahan's that kind of artist. You can know nothing about him. If you listen to some of his songs,
iconic. If
you like make it loud and like you just sit there and you close your eyes, like you will get emotional. Like, what is it? Is it New Perspective? No, not New Perspective. Sideways or whatever. The one where he's moving sideways. I cried the first time I heard that. Call Your Mom. I cried the first time I heard that. Like you can know nothing about him. If you actually just listen to it and close your eyes, you will be emotional. And then like, I know Ariana Grande is so talented and she is so talented, but you feel it if somebody had 20 people write a record. I just think it hits different. Like I don't put on earphones and cry. I don't get that same like, oh my God, this is overwhelming. You feel little pieces of people putting in their 10%, but it's not you go through it like you're, anyways, that's why. But what you just described with movies, I feel like is how I feel about music, where you don't like the loud, there are 20 people on it. You like to hear people's stories that they wrote about things that are real because it hits you differently.
Even like Blink-182, it's like such like a little like snippet being like, oh, she hates me and I hate her now back. It's like cute. I've been there. Like I can relate.
Who's your favorite artist?
Like to ask my favorite in like any category, I can't. Like I can kind of give you like a top 3 in like each. Even with food, like I'm like I
say the same thing. Are we soul sisters?
But I also hit like I'm like obsessed.
What are your top
periods, 3? Right? Like
top 3 favorite songs of all time. Go.
Oh my God. Dive, Ed Sheeran. Love you.
Are you going to see him?
No. When is I don't know of like concerts. I never bought a ticket to a concert in my life.
Are you kidding me? Sarah, we're friends. How is this true?
Granted, but I have never bought a ticket for myself to a concert in my life.
For yourself as being the key word. I mean, you paid for your ticket when I bought it, but you've never intentionally been like.
You bought the ticket. Like I don't know how to go and purchase a ticket for a concert. I'm a grandma. I'm sorry. It's just like I'm so ignorant to it. Like even the ones like my dad worked for the fire hall. Like he'd get tickets for free. He'd be like, here. Okay, cool.
It sounds like you're just like more like go with the flow and like you're down for a concert, but like you've never like had to.
I can enjoy music at home, but if the people I want to go with are going to a concert and I'm invited.
I'm like in my head, I'm like, Mama. I definitely went to concerts with you at Budweiser.
Yes,
like
absolutely.
A bunch, but you bought a ticket from somebody else.
Somebody's like, I want to come, we're going. And I was like, all right, let's go. Like,
okay,
yeah, absolutely. Well, but I'm never like.
But you're never like this person who I love is coming, so I'm gonna buy tickets.
Bang.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like I'm usually not good about buying in advance. I'm more of a, if I'm meant to go, I'll go. Like I kind of like set marks for myself. Like with Fred again, I got tickets to both nights. I did not mean to. I actually had tickets to. I had
the
tickets
hardest
to
concert to get.
I was so
tickets to in the whole year. I didn't mean to get both nights. I didn't mean to. It just happened.
So people have met Kelsey now. Like everyone's. Well, if you have met Kelsey, if you watch those episodes, she is so amazing. One of my best friends, Sarah. We were all together on Friday, but Kelsey, we were going to go to this artist, Alan Raymond, who I've seen before, and he is so good, and I was so excited. And her and Diana, we were going to all go together, and my friend Robin potentially was going to come, who's also coming on. And we had tickets to another show, and I like weirdly got a message about the Fred again show that's impossible to get tickets to, and I'm like, I'm going to set an alarm if I'm awake and I get the tickets, and maybe we're meant to go. So I set an alarm.
The universe is aligned.
I got 4 tickets. No one in Toronto got tickets, but then when I told Kelsey, and they opened up a second show, we wanted to get tickets for all of our friends.
Yeah, run it back.
We were like, let's see if we can get more tickets so we can all go together. I'm the only one and I got 2 tickets. I'm like, I'm going to sell them. And I'm like, wait, I'm going to hold them. Anyways, ended up going both nights because the universe, I was like, on Saturday, I was like, I can't justify. I ran to a friend on Friday. I'm like, I can't justify spending money on 2 tickets back to back. I go to too many shows.
Yeah.
So you're going to sell them? I'm like, I haven't decided yet. Only to somebody who wants to take me as their +1. And he's like, yeah, no, that's good. I would have paid more on Marketplace or like online. I 100% down to pay for both and let's go. I bought drinks there. So it's not like I like bought rounds. I hit him back. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, the universe wants me to go.
Yeah.
Because I made a joke and my friend responded to it.
No,
and what others?
That's how you
I'm like, I guess I should go both nights. Okay,
but
wait, let's go back to stories. People came for stories. Okay, so next story. Saw a dude with no face driving a car. He had no features at all. It was just blank. I did more than just glance at him. I was staring. just smooth skin and a man's haircut. I've never told anyone because it's so ridiculous sounding, and I don't think people would believe me. Probably a rational explanation for this, I suppose, but man, what the hell? I have a story related to this. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what's your reaction first?
No. Go. You tell me first.
I have a friend who posted a photo basically congratulating a bunch of the high-ranking people in the business for making some list. Have you ever heard of the idea that there are NPCs in this simulation?
No.
So there's this idea in quantum mechanics, in simulation theory, that there are souls living a conscious life, but like in a video game where there are non-person characters, I think that's what NPC stands for, there are also NPCs in this simulation. There are people who are meant to push the plot forward that are
non-playables,
that are just, they're, what's the word? They're written into the simulation like software, but they're not real.
Okay.
And sometimes the simulation fucks up. And you'll see the same person like a mile apart. Like you'll be driving and you'll see somebody cross the road and then you'll drive and you'll be like, that's the same person. Like sometimes the NPCs glitch in a sense.
I hear you.
So I look at this photo of 16 people and 8 of them are the same person, like a little bit off. I thought it was a meme. I wrote to him and I was like, is this a meme? Why are there 8 of the same people in that photo? And he's like, those are all different people, Erin. I was like, you're screwing with me right now.
That's Brad, Chad, Dad.
I'm going to show this to you afterwards, like when my phone is free. I swear to you, I circled them. I stared at it. I thought, then the next day he's like, Erin, I have been staring at this photo for an entire day and I officially am sketched out. You are right. 8 of them look like they are the exact same person and a little bit of a different like a little bit of a different flavor, but like same haircuts, but just like maybe like the smile's like a little bit like more to one side or like one tooth looks off, but it's almost like
same font.
I wrote to him, I'm like, it's almost like the simulation had fucked up because they accidentally pulled like 8 of the same avatars with like a little difference into the same visual. Horrifying. Okay. Do you have any incidences like this of like somebody reoccurring twice? I guess doppelganger, let's drink.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think. Like,
no
I
stories?
think I've had that kind of encounter before.
No.
No.
Or I've never seen somebody without a face. I would be.
No, it was really creepy though. I was driving a cottage one day, and then like there's just like this kid driving, whatever, and then like not like 15 minutes later, he's ripping up past us and like has a full like balaclava like pulled over his face, and he's just like. It was the scariest thing of my whole life. I was like, we're in like the middle of fucking nowhere. And this is creepy.
I think you saw a crime in real life.
I think I saw like Mike Myers in his youth. Like, not Mike Myers.
Who's Mike Myers? I don't even know. What did Mike Myers do? Who is that? Who did you mean to reference?
Mike Myers is Austin Powers, I'm pretty sure.
What?
Michael Myers. Wait, what's I have to look. I'm so sorry.
You said Mike Myers. I'm like, isn't that a comedian? Not a comedian. For sure, like a serial killer.
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
I think if I saw anyone driving with like one of those ski masks on, I'd be like, nope.
What's his name? Oh, his name is also Michael Myers. Okay, thank God. I was like, wait a damn minute. Anyway,
you have happy eyes, Sarah. Did you know that? Your cheeks like make your eyes like a happy like emoji. It's like your eyes like become cute little sun.
I know.
Is that sun like a word? Like they look like a sunrise.
Yes. Thank you. I get it from my dad.
So
my
cute. Okay, continue.
Anyway, yeah, it was just really terrifying. And I was like, I don't really want to go to my cottage.
You're talking about glitches right now, and you're talking about maybe seeing a getaway car of like a horrible event.
Okay, read the next story.
Okay. So somebody else writes, I've posted this before, but my family, nope, not the grammar is so off there. I can't even correct it.
Sorry.
Okay. We're switching threads. We're graduating. We're going to graduate to a whole story situation. While I'm like looking at this and I'm pulling up a story.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever had a near death experience?
I have.
Oh, talk to me.
Couple.
Talk to me.
So when I was born, my like umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck like a couple times and I was blue. And my dad basically delivered me.
Wait, I'm sorry. What is it?
Ironically, like my mom's doctor was pregnant and then the backup doctor was also pregnant. So neither of them were there when my mom was giving birth. And my dad, being a firefighter, like kind of had a little bit of like,
he had like emergency training to be able to.
So he basically helped,
but not
the nurse
just
deliver
any,
me.
not just any delivery. Wait, what do you mean help? There was no other on-call doctor?
Like they were calling her, but I was coming. Yeah. So I was born, and then like that was, and then
out of all the ways to be born with your umbilical cord wrapped around, but the umbilical twice, and your dad did the delivery.
Blue baby. Do you ever? What was that one?
And my new nickname for you is gonna be Baby Blue. I actually kind of love it. Baby Blue's so good.
Yeah. So that was like my first
man,
time trying to go back to the other side. And then
I have a past life regression therapy meditation I want you to do at some. Okay, continue. I'm interrupting.
No, and then just when I was about like 6 or 7, I almost drowned. And my uncle had to give me CPR. And like,
do you remember it?
No, I don't. But I was at my cottage and I had like water wings and I took them off. Or my cousin's cottage rather. And my poor mom has been there for like all of my tragedies, like without my dad. And she's just like, I'm the worst mom. Like, it's not you. It's just me like being reckless. But I took my water wings off and then I went in the water and then I was just drowning. And my Uncle Keith had to give me mouth to mouth and like bring me back to life, basically resuscitate me.
Now I'm like, okay, I have a question for you. When you think of a memory, how do you experience the memory when you think about it?
Sometimes I'm seeing it from my POV and sometimes I'm seeing myself do it. Like I'm seeing it from an outsider
so interesting that we can place ourselves?
I think those are the memories though that I like remember.
The ones that you see from bird's eye point of view.
Remember from like I remember what happened, but I don't remember. But because I have such a vivid imagination, I guess, like I can recreate. Like if my dad told me a story that I was in, but I don't remember from my own POV, I can rebuild that memory in my brain and almost experience it as if I was remembering it, but I see myself in the memory.
Okay, so yes, I completely understand what you're saying because as somebody with aphantasia, I did drink knowing that this was going to happen.
She's not a quitter.
One of the things that I realized is that people experience memories differently and triggers differently.
Absolutely. So
somebody who is very hypervisual, when they think of a memory, they see it from their point of view always. But when I was trying to figure this out, I should fucking write a book about all the people I talked to about this thing. But like something that I realized is somebody like me, I can talk about all my traumas as though I'm a narrator
of somebody else's story.
Telling the story to a reader. Like I am detached from it. I am like the thing in the sky seeing it happen. Yeah. I don't experience my memories from first persons. Like when I think about, and I don't see it in my brain, when I think about that cab, we were just talking about that ride, I am external of, like I am outside of the memory. Yeah. I'm in the like periphery watching. To me, in that memory or how I experience it, we are all the same thing. We're all at the same level. I don't experience it as like me seeing you. I experience it as seeing all of us at the same time.
If you have a memory, do you like almost like pull different tangible things, you like a movie piece and be like, that's what that night was like, and like attribute your memories to like?
No.
Oh.
So your question was, how do I experience a memory?
No, just like
what I realized.
Are you able to basically build a memory based on like, because you can remember a movie you've seen, no?
No, actually, like my mom's the same way. I'm a goldfish, especially if there's a degree of separation between. So when it comes to life, that's one layer. There's a degree of separation when it comes to like books and movies.
Okay.
That's even harder for me to remember. Like I can experience a show and movie. Okay, let me give you an example. I love Twilight, Breaking Dawn. Well, like I love that series. Yep. Read the books, loved it. Never saw it in my brain. I was confused at the time when I went to the theaters and everyone was pissed off that Bella didn't look like they imagined.
Yes.
I literally, at the time, I didn't know aphantasia was a thing. I could not understand why people were so upset.
Yeah.
I
You're
literally
like, what do
didn't.
you mean your version
I was
of
like,
her?
why are you so upset? Like, what does it matter that the descriptor was off that like you thought about once when you read the initial description?
But that's like why I won't watch some movies of books that I love, because I don't want the movie to like,
change your perception of how you experience the
just
book.
to erase the version of them that I've made in my brain from the book. Because once I saw Twilight, like I couldn't remember my versions of Edward and Jacob.
So this is the first time I've heard this. That's so interesting because I literally don't. For me, it's always blank. But so, for example, I've seen Twilight. I loved the movie growing up. I probably watched that movie over the last, 10
I watch it every year.
Was it 20? Is it 25 years ago it came out?
Something like that.
Probably seen it 10 times. I could watch it right now like it's the first movie.
I've
like
seen
the
it
first
like
time.
over 100 times.
I could watch it tonight, and it would be like the first time I've seen it. But that's how my brain works. I forget everything.
Erin,
I only
that is
know.
such a blessing, because like there's this quote and I think about it all the time, and it's like, imagine being able to read your favorite book for the first time again. And I think that's such a rare thing, because it's like very like pure innocence, but it's like also like you're probably like, fuck, I wish I could remember, but like
But it's
I
a
think
blessing.
that's special. Yeah.
Everything. So every single thing that makes us us, every single thing has a positive and a negative, like a yin and a yang. It's
Absolutely.
always in balance.
Yeah.
Remembering things means that you can remember the happy memory with your mom and your dad. I don't relive those.
Yeah.
I also don't relive, Mom, I'm sorry if you don't want me to share this. When my mom was sick and I was taking care of her, I can talk about that like it's a third person. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, you can segment
but
that.
it also doesn't come up unless it comes up.
Yeah.
I'm not triggered by a memory. I don't relive it. The happy memories and the sad memories equally are treated the same.
Yeah, you're not emotionally detached from it, but you're not re-experiencing the emotion you felt in that moment.
But also like,
Yeah.
so many books like In the Power of Now, Untethered Soul, they're always talking about how the only thing that's real is the present moment. The past actually doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist. What exists is only like in the present. When you recall the past isn't real anymore. The only thing that is real is the present experience of remembering the past, and it's never the exact same.
No.
So did you follow what I meant there?
Absolutely, yeah.
So like you'll remember it from your perspective. It'll always be different. And the only thing that's real is the version you remember at the time of the present. So the only thing that's real is the present.
For me, I do have favorite books and stuff, but every time I read them, based on where I'm at in my life, it has a whole new like connotation, a whole new meaning, a whole new lesson.
Beyond
So
that,
every
the
time
past
you
is not
reflect
real.
on a past moment or like something that's like concrete and like you can't change
Oh yes,
the
I
past.
see what you're saying.
So it's like reliving that story. No matter
Yes.
what part of my life, when I relive that story, I'm
You
going
see
to
it in
have
the
a different
context.
takeaway. I'm going to have a different appreciation for, a different like disdain for. Like it's always
Yeah.
going to kind of sway based on where I'm at presently, but
Yeah.
it's not based on how that experience actually like happened.
What I've realized with how my brain works, for example, is I can be a different person every day in the positive sense and in the negative sense. If I get rid of things that make me sad, I'll be happier. If I don't interact with things that make me happy, I'll be sadder, but I won't
Yep.
I won't be able to consciously pull them in. I'm always a blank slate in a sense, which is a positive and a negative. But I never realized that we're all so different.
Yeah.
So often people talk past each other because they're not using the same language, because we assume like, okay.
I feel
so-
like you and I speak the same language.
No, we
though.
definitely do. That's why we get along so well.
I know.
But like, think about it. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't realize that they see in their brain in first person specifically only,
Yeah.
and you don't see in your brain at all,
Yes.
when you argue about, and actually, interestingly enough, studies show that people who don't see in their brain have a more accurate memory because they don't they don't merge memories visually.
Yeah.
So they
It's
don't
just
want
like, it's like a jot note of facts in their
exactly.
brain.
So actually, but like you don't realize, and you're like, why are you so upset about this?
Yeah.
And they're reliving it while blending together different things. And
Well, that's
if
the
you
thing.
realize that, and you realize
we're taking in every kind of influence that could impact that thing. We're like, this context, this face, this. You're like, but regardless of all those, here's the main jot notes, and like that's where I'm seeing it from. Where it's like the face you made when you said that, you're like, but that's your interpretation.
Well, even
Bottom line, I said this.
well, I think even what they were saying is like, if you take a person with a visual memory and a non-visual memory, and you say, so think about it like a therapist, when they say, imagine your childhood bedroom, take me there. actually somebody who sees in their brain to like compact the information will merge together their childhood bedroom when they were 3, 4, 5. It'll all merge together and there'll be overlap and they'll see it as one thing, but it'll actually be from separate instances, maybe separate timelines if they merged, personally, I think. Whereas somebody who recalls it in terms of language, did something just switch in the headphones? Did you hear that? Tech, drink. I feel like one headphone just became like weirdly less echoey. So what they found is people who remember things in terms of language, it was almost like remembering the code, like 0100, like you go back to source, instead of being the computer screen interpreting the code. And that when they tested it, people had a more accurate memory. So
I know
I should write a book about this one day. Because they've actually
I just think like
the most interesting brain
is so pertinent to my experience that I take in every single aspect of my environment. So like if you ask me to recall that environment, I've paid attention to every single thing. So I can. It's like weird, but if a space is a safe space, I'm taking in every single little bit of it.
So then,
you know?
So let's say that something like calms you.
Yeah.
If you're anxious, are you able to close your eyes and mentally place yourself in a place that's soothing?
Yes.
And then does your nervous system react as though you're in that environment?
I can do it right now. I'm in the space right now.
But see, so for somebody like me who can't see in their brain, I'm always a reflection of only my environment.
I feel the feeling. I feel the warmth. Like I can feel all of that, but just from my brain.
So see, this is so interesting because if you're stressed, you're able to bring yourself to that place and calm yourself. I'm only a like mirror to my environment.
Yes.
But also if you're upset about something and it's on your mind, you can't escape it. Whereas I'm only the reflection of my environment.
Exactly.
So I physically can move.
My brain is my like safest space
and your scariest space.
Exactly.
For me, my environment probably is. I mean, my brain is still a thing, but it's like it's language. It's not visual. I don't have a sensory response.
Take over my mental.
Should we do another mini shot?
Absolutely.
We should make these minis so we're not like.
But I'm gonna be on the floor tonight.
Oh my God. Is it okay if I say his name?
I don't care.
I don't think he would care. When I was making the song, so I don't know if you know this, but I made the song on GarageBand myself, like the intro song, which by the way, guys, that's why it's so hack. I taught myself GarageBand and made an intro song because I didn't want to have copyright issues.
Bonk.
I asked MJ because he does music and Matt. I like asked them both. I'm like, I'm doing this thing. Nobody knows about it. Do you want to make me an intro song? And then I got in my head and wanted to release it right away and learned GarageBand. But MJ was potentially going to do the intro song for this.
It's very sweet.
Circling back. Oh yeah.
Goosebumps. Take a shot.
No, take a drink.
I got goosebumps from that. Damn. Guys, having a boyfriend's so scary for me, but I love it. He's the best.
He's so lovely.
Yes.
We were all at Fred again together.
I've been a single girl for a long time. Long time.
Well, I mean, MJ is the lucky guy who got to like make his way to your heart to convince you to settle down. Because I mean, if you're not on YouTube, you probably will see the wheels. Sarah is stunning inside and out and so lovely.
Oh. I'm gonna cry.
The fact that literally you're on this pod, like when we've been talking about coming on.
Yeah. I
was like, have you seen any clips? Because again, audience, I have to think of something to call the audience. We're going to have to think of it afterwards. But we've talked about it, but I was very protective over the idea of launching this. So I didn't tell anyone for several months, I think. Even I think I started in April, only like Kelsey, a couple of people.
2 months after you started.
Yeah. And
I think you wanted to have a little bit of like.
I feel like, wait, what was I going to say? Oh my God, I'm definitely tipsy. Everyone, I'm tipsy. I'm so sorry.
You're telling everyone how beautiful I am.
Oh yeah. I was. I lost my train of thought. This is what happens with ADD.
She's just as beautiful. Guys, you already know it. I know it.
Yeah, I didn't tell anyone about the podcast because a part of me was like, I don't know where it's going to go. And also because I believe in the universe and signs, I'm like, I'm not going to put money into advertising. I'm not going to follow anybody else's rule book. I'm just going to kind of record and put it out there and see if people find it and if I'm meant to do it. So I didn't tell. A lot of people were like, at first my brother, I remember being so excited about 40 organic followers. And my brother was like, you're not doing this right. You share it with your friends.
Yeah.
You have so many followers on Instagram. I don't have that many, but like enough that like you would have a baseline. I'm like, no, I want to know.
She's self-made through and
But you
through.
had, so this is why you had no idea about it.
No.
But even you're so beautiful because I like vaguely told you about it. And I'm like, come on as a guest. Cause we talk about tarot. We talk about spirituality all the time. And you had left some things at my house at Fred again. And I was like, I'm behind on recording. Do you want to come on actually when you pick it up? And you're like, fuck yeah. And you nothing. That's how amazing of a person and supportive you are.
And I've never
And
done
beautiful
anything
inside
like
and
this.
out.
It's terrifying, but it's so fun.
I'm glad you're having fun. You're gonna come back
because
on.
you just like, I just like to be around you and talk to you. And like, if there's a microphone in front of me or not, I'm gonna have fun.
To some extent, I feel like why this has worked is, hey, I have such wonderful friends. I know I'm now doing some episodes solo. A part of that is I didn't think that I'd be trying to release episodes every other week because I didn't think that people would find me so quickly. And so I've like been trying to supplement. But honestly, like my friends are so lovely and supportive. And I feel like they're such great, especially when we're all together, like little like engines of positive energy. And if we can...
No, but that's
like,
why
spread.
even meeting the girls this past
Yeah,
week.
you met two of my like good childhood friends. You met Kelsey, who's been on the podcast several times.
And
Everyone
Diana
has potentially
as
seen her.
well.
And Diana has not been on yet, which is why I call her out. But she has been one of my close friends since we were in high school.
But like, I'm not afraid to meet anybody through you because like
You also
anyone
met
who's an
Mel and
extension through
Ashley.
you, I know is going to be like indicative of you and like you just
Kind.
as a culminating person. I have no faults. I have no negative things to say at all. Like truly.
People are really getting to know us during these. I think I should call them like the Overheard After Dark episodes to like warn people that they're going to be unstructured drinking. We'll get to as many stories as we do. Fun.
This is the dark and scaries,
But
baby.
I literally
These
said-
are the dark and scaries.
I had literally said to you, I'm like, because of Halloween, I got sick after Halloween. I had the flu for like several days. I'm like, I'm so behind. Not going to have an episode. When you pick up your stuff, do you want to record? You're like, fuck yeah. You sit down here and you're like, is there video? I didn't realize that I literally did not even tell you the name and all the times that we've like talked about this thing that I'm doing
It
on the
doesn't
side.
matter to me, babe. I'm here.
I know.
Whatever you
Okay,
call, I'm here.
Next story. It's from r/paranormal. It's 7 months old. And now I'm pulling like a full story.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm blind reading this with both of us. Both of us are blind reading it.
Okay.
Okay. So the story is, it goes, when I was young, I saw something really strange. I was running late for high school and took a path I had taken 100 times. It's just a street that ends on the side of the park that is surrounded by a wall. It's like a big T-top part being on, oh my God, sorry. Guys, I am a little tipsy.
Bear with us.
Okay, got it.
From the
it's
top.
like a big, yeah.
Just go.
This is why I prep.
But
Please, actually in the comments, please let me know if you like this format or not, and if you want it to be released alongside, and if it's fun,
Erin
or
keeps
if you
being like,
hate
oops,
it.
this is just my normal day to day.
I mean, this is how I am in my normal day to day, but they
This is
typically
my
don't
day-to-day.
see that. They see the more like,
Refined,
I like double check.
Erin.
Not even refined, but like at least I read the stories in advance and edit out the typos so I don't read them out loud.
All right.
But it's more fun for me to blind react to because I have no idea if the story is good or bad. Okay, so
Oh, I'm confused. It ended.
the story is, I was running late for high school and took a path I had taken about 100 times. It is a street that ends on the side of a park that is surrounded by a wall. Imagine a T with the top part being a wall that you can run either left or right around. See, I edited that in my brain just now. Also, we're going to drink because I just stopped the story.
Bonk.
Walking just ahead of me, there was a man with short hair and a backpack. Instead of turning left or right, he just walked through the wall. The wall was about 7 feet tall on the other side of the road, but just about 4. Oh my God, I can't. Sorry, I have to pull my own stories. We're going to backtrack this because I think that ChatGPT fucked me up. I mean, screwed me over, not fucked me up. They pulled stories that people are not speaking English or typing in English. We're going to backtrack. We are going to go instead and just go to the thread. I'm going to do top stories of all time, whether or not I've read them before because now we're tipsy. We are going to just go in order.
Okay, I'm going to grab my vape quick. You keep going.
We are going to do a repeat story, which I told, it's in one of our previous episodes. Y'all don't hate me, but I'm changing the format in a sense because we're blind reading, and maybe next time we'll double check the stories.
Should we take our shot first?
Yeah, we should take our shot first. We poured shots.
Cheers, my angel.
Okay. This is actually a famous story. One of my favorite stories, and I actually think it's on like the first episode.
Hit me.
Okay, so this story. It's called A Parallel Life / Awoken by a Lamp.
Cute.
My last semester at a certain college, I was assaulted by a football player for walking where he was trying to drive. Note, he was about 325 pounds and I was about 120 pounds at the time. While unconscious on the ground, I lived a completely different life. I met a wonderful young lady. She made my heart skip and my face red. I pursued her for months and dispatched a few jerk boyfriends before I finally won her over. After 2 years, we got married and almost immediately she bore me a daughter. I had a great job and my wife didn't have to work outside of the home. When my daughter was 2, she, my wife, bore me a son. My son was the absolute joy of my life. I would walk into his room every morning before I left for work and doted over him and my daughter. One day, while sitting on the couch, I noticed that the perspective of the lamp was odd. It was like it was inverted. It was still 3D, but something about it felt wrong. It was a square base lamp, red with gold trim, had 4 legs and a white square shade. I was transfixed by it. I couldn't look away from it. I stayed up all night staring at it. The next morning, I didn't go to work. Something was just not right about that lamp. I stopped eating. I left the couch only to use the bathroom at first. Soon I stopped that too, as I wasn't eating or drinking anymore. I stared at the fucking lamp for 3 days before my wife got really fucking worried. She had someone come and try to talk to me. By this time, my cognizance was breaking up. My wife was freaking out. She took the kids to her mother's house just before I had an epiphany. The lamp wasn't real. The house wasn't real. My wife, my kids, nothing about them was real. The last 10 years of my life that I remember are not fucking real. And just like that, the lamp started to grow wider and deeper. It was still inverted dimensions. It took up my entire perspective, and all I could see was red. I heard voices, screams, all kinds of weird noises, and I became aware of a certain kind of pain. A fucking shit ton of pain. The first words I said were, "I'm missing all my teeth." I opened my eyes. I was laying on my back on the sidewalk, surrounded by people I didn't know. A lot of them freaking out. I was totally confused. At some point, a cop scooped me up, walked me across the sidewalk and grass and threw me face down on the back of a cop car. I was still confused and didn't know what was happening. I was taken to a hospital by the cop. Seems like he couldn't wait for an ambulance to arrive to give me CT scans and shit. I went through about 3 years of horror depression. I was grieving the loss of my wife and children and dealing with the knowledge that they had never existed. I was scared that I was going insane as I would cry myself to sleep, hoping I would see her in my dreams. I never have, but sometimes I see my son, usually just a glimpse out of my peripheral vision. He is perpetually 5 years old, and I can never hear what he's saying to me. That was the end of the story. And
like
then
Inception. Have you seen that?
I have, where like in a dream time goes by, and there was one story on Mel's episode. You met Mel at Ashley's birthday, that has stuck with me, which is there was a story about somebody writing a story and then reading the news afterwards, and the story was in the paper that they wrote. And there was a specific name that they gave this fictional character, and it was taken from their childhood street and like a movie that they loved. And it was the same name, the same storyline. And people in the comments were like, Edward Allan Poe, like the famous author, happened to him all the time. Like, and there's a specific lore about a shipwreck that he wrote about. So hold on, just to like not misquote it, I'm gonna pull it up and then read it.
Yeah.
Is it Edward Allan Poe?
Edgar.
Wait, what did you think of that story while I'm pulling this up?
I think honestly, like I've had moments like that. Like, it's just like, there's just like certain things that, like I said, like too many coincidences in a row aren't coincidence. It's like you're aligned with something and something's trying to be told to you, and like you're on the right track, but you need to notice what we're trying to get you to notice. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel.
So this is what I was saying that stuck out with me. It's in Mel's episode for anyone who is interested in hearing it. Edgar Allan Poe wrote a novel in 1838 called The Narrative of Arthur Gordon's Pym of Nantucket, which was about a shipwreck with survivors who resort to cannibalism to survive.
Yep.
And there's a cabin boy who is named Richard Parker who is being sacrificed because they all need to eat.
Yep.
Years later, there was a shipwreck
And a Richard Parker.
that was eaten by the cabin.
That's crazy.
Some of the facts are different,
Yep.
but the same name, same overall, and it happened years later. And like, so when we had read this story, it's like
That's
sometimes
like when you even read like the accounts of like certain like Nikola Tesla, like all these things.
that is like crazy. The
Are,
Tesla stuff is crazy.
but they are literally like writing future plot lines. Like they are literally just like getting these premonitions, writing about them. And it's like people who have these imaginative bouts where it's like, is that like an insane thought? It's like, there's a reason it came to you, and there's a reason why like you were told to like know this thing, you know?
So I feel like there's like almost like two things that can be true. It's almost like there's only like two options.
Yeah.
Because of how much this phenomenon happens. One is on one side you have
Where do you think
we
you
have
stand, though?
time is not real, and people who go into a flow state don't realize that they're getting downloads of the future. They think it's their idea, and they pull from the future or pull from they know something.
Preconceived past.
They know something is, so think like the Matrix. Let's say that was written because somebody who was in a creative flow state, maybe did some drugs to get there, that they tapped into an idea and wrote a movie about it or a book, but it actually wasn't seated in them. They like pulled from the collective. The other one is that if you write something down, you make it come true.
Yep.
That you're basically writing the simulation.
So is it, are you
like one is you're the coder,
yeah.
or you can slip into the code and understand it and pull from it unintentionally.
Yep.
The second one scares me because there are too many scary, fucked up horror writing movie people. And if there are timelines and I can live in one that's like the people who pull and the people who write, I consciously want to make a very big effort to be with the people who pull and not the people who write.
Well, that's why I was always so scared of scary movies. My sister was always so like into them.
So many of them come from like true places.
But I was like, either they're based off of truth, which is terrifying because like this happened, or somebody's like fucked up enough to think about this and to like put it into. And I was like, that's a crazy.
I think it's like more likely that nobody's brain is that
thought
sick.
of that many ways to kill their sister that pissed them off and just like made it into a horror movie. But I'm like, honestly, like that's the part that's terrifying about it. Like, not if it's real or fake, but like someone has the capacity to
either somebody pulled from something or they made it happen.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
And both are terrifying.
Yeah.
Both are terrifying.
But I'd rather live in the one where somebody pulled from it, because the idea that
as opposed
so
to
many
being the conduit of that like initial thought.
Think
like,
about how many movies have been written that are like so insane. If you live in the world or in the timeline where they are creating the reality, I do not trust people like not to have really bad thoughts. Yeah, I'd rather live in the one that people are pulling from.
Negate your intrusive thoughts always, people.
So I have such bad ADD that right now this reminded me of something I was talking to my cab driver about when we were karaokeing the other day, which is, have you ever thought about the fact that you can tell that the Beatles always did drugs, but you can see when they lost touch with reality? You know exactly when it happened.
Yeah.
And you
Influence
hear
versus
it,
being influenced.
like I Am the Walrus versus Imagine. Same musical talent, same pulling from the universe. You just see,
It's a different perspective that you're coming from.
but like also you just like see the loss of humanity.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense.
Yep. Where you just detach.
Even
from
like
the
we all
human
live in a
emotion.
yellow
Yep.
submarine. Like we all live in a world where everyone's looking in on us, and like we have no control. Like I don't know. Like I feel like that's so different from Imagine All the People. Like you see the progress. They're actually a great example now I'm thinking
I agree.
Okay. Well,
Can I grab my vape though?
of course.
Okay.
Anyways, the next story, which is one of the top of all time because that's how we're rearranging it. This story, I don't think I've told this story before, but it's from r/glitch in the Matrix, 5 years old. The title is I Died Last Night, But I'm Still Here.
Okay.
So this actually happened last week. It just took me some time to come to terms with it. I got a phone call from my next door neighbor late in the evening asking if I could help him move a mattress into the upstairs. His mom is ill and he has a big, heavy sleep number bed. I, of course, ran over to help him because they're great neighbors. I get over there and his friend, who is also a priest, was there to help. I helped them figure out how to separate the mattress from the bed so we could all fit it all upstairs. We got it all moved up and back in place when my neighbor asks if I can help them move an armoire upstairs too. I think nothing of it and we pull it out of the travel trailer and start to bring it up the front of the stairs of the house. And this is where I died. The front of the stairs were 11 steps. I was on the lower end of the armoire, about 6 steps up when my neighbor and his friend lose control of the armoire and it comes crashing down on me and I fall backwards into the pavement. I then wake up in my dining room to the phone ringing and my wife asking me if I was going to answer the phone. It's my neighbor asking me if I'll come help him move the bed upstairs with his mom. I go over there and meet his priest friend again, and this has been the first time I met him. I say I can help with the bed, but I cannot help with any armoires in the trailer. My neighbor was like, "How did you know about that?" I then proceeded to tell him that I'm pretty sure I just died in another timeline. I spent the next hour talking with the priest. He had so many questions. My neighbor didn't believe it until I described the upstairs bedroom in perfect detail, down to the metal mattress frame on the floor and the intricate headboard leaning against the wall. And I had never been upstairs in their house before. The priest asked me what I saw after I died. I told him I never actually died. Before it happened, I woke up at the dining room table. Too long I didn't read. I experienced my own death, but woke up alive about 20 minutes earlier in my life. This reminds me of a story I've told before, but maybe I'll tell it again right now, a little bit tipsy, so it won't be perfect. But tell me your thoughts.
Okay. So one of my favorite books ever is Slaughterhouse-5. Have you read it?
No. Maybe, like, I don't remember anything.
So Slaughterhouse-5, essentially, this man, he's in the Dresden War, and he has experiences, like, but he also gets abducted by aliens. And, like, the thing is, though, is, like, his entire life does not happen in, like, cyclical moments. Like, it happens in, like, these all, like, segmented moments where even when he dies, he's like, I'm about to die right now, but, like, this death is not the end of my life, because he experiences his life in segmented moments. Like, he's in the war, then all of a sudden he's in the, like, spacecraft, and it's, like, very interesting to think, like, where it's like there is no end to your life. Like, you always kind of have this awareness of what happens, but your experience, like, Erin, you have to read this.
Well,
Like, it's one of my favorite books ever.
You just described my near-death experience. I know we've talked about, but, like, I knew it was gonna happen. I am always amazed that sometimes, even when I talk to friends about it, they're like, "Yeah, you did this thing." Like, Chelsea she was on the podcast, and it was the first time I ever heard it. She's like, "Yeah, you told me somebody was tailing behind you when we were on the phone call and that you weren't comfortable." I don't remember having that call with her before the actual, like,
the call happened.
No, well, the accent that I remembered was way after.
Yeah.
But we had talked on the phone leading up to it. And I didn't remember the call from an hour before. And on this podcast, actually, was the first time she was like, "Yeah, you kept telling me that, like, you were so uncomfortable because people were tailing you and you were, like, hyper visual about it." But, like, sometimes you just know.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, he was like, "I'm about to die. Like, don't grieve my death. Like, this death is not the end of my life," because he knew he was going to keep living parts of his life afterward. And it's, like, the craziest book ever, because, like, I try to see life like that, where it's like, I don't hope to relive the past, but there's definitely, like, parts of the past that I want to be able to relive. And, like, I allow myself, like, when you said, like, can you imagine, like, my safe space is, like, a moment in my past, and, like, it's, like, something that I can actually go back to in my
You're
brain.
holding your
And,
necklace
like,
right now. Is it connected to that?
probably.
Wait, because you know my jewelry is all connected. Is it connected?
It's not like not the person, but like this is
The
all my like
feeling.
safe stuff. And like, I mean, like, honestly, like I had like one guy in my life, and like he changed the trajectory of my life and my perspective on like partners and everything so much. And like my safe space is like with him. And like back in a time, like he was obviously like taken from us like way too early and like in a very like tragic
Oh, wait,
manner.
are you comfortable talking about it? Is that okay?
Absolutely. But like anybody who knows me or like wants to know me needs to know that he's going to be like a resident part of my entire story. Like,
Who is this person?
so his name is Jaden. And
You don't have to give, but also are you okay with me not bleeping that out?
absolutely, yeah. Like he, like every person I'm with, like I compare to him, and like I hope that he would like approve of them. Like,
Is
and,
this
like,
your boyfriend at 21? No.
this is just like the first boy that I ever like actually like, think I ever loved. Like,
You're holding
truly.
it. Is there a
I
tie
know.
between the necklace and
Yeah.
him?
No, not at all. But like this is like my safe space, honestly. Just like with him, like I made a lot of mistakes, and like it was like my first ever like relationship ever, and like but everything that happened with him like kind of like made me learn what I like. And like where you said like your lily pad people, like he's immediately
He's
100%.
a soulmate.
So he got leukemia. Yeah. And it was like really, really sad because like he was so
How did I not know this story?
optimistic and so just like this is just like a bump in my life. Like this is just like, and like the week though he was supposed to get his
Were you dating him at the time?
No. So he was dating another girl in our friend group, which is
That's absolutely fine.
they were like always kind of like inevitable, you know what I mean? But like he was the first, like, he was my first. But like I think like the graciousness he always gave me, and like just like I said like I don't expect anybody to give me the benefit of the doubt, but like he never let anything I did like deter how much he like cared. And like even still to this day, like I can't understand like how he let so much stuff go. But like he made me like kind of like shape who I want to be with, where I'm like, he knows that nothing I'm doing is like malicious. You know what I mean? And it's very rare, but like even when I would apologize for things, he'd be like, but here's how I apologize for my part in it. And I was like, you don't have to. Like you don't have to.
Do you feel like I feel like almost like some people can be a compass to everyone around them. And sometimes there's a theory that if some people didn't pass tragically, the incredible things they had to say would not have been echoed the way that they would be.
Absolutely.
And that the effect that their words have impacted so many people, and it wouldn't have. Like the echo, the vibration, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Like I never like wish tragedy on anybody, but like people who have experienced certain things that I have, like I feel like I can like relate to them so much more. And like especially in that context, like I said, like I might be like creepy toward his family, still showing up and being like, I need you guys, but like
trust your gut.
Yeah.
To some extent, I'm sure for the family, having somebody who is so impacted,
yeah,
that you say creepy.
No, they welcome me in with open arms.
I feel like if somebody, so what you're describing right now is somebody who made like a profound difference in your life.
Absolutely.
So much so that you like check back in with yourself and his family. Mm-hmm. I feel like if I was the family, you're like, I'm being a bother. I'm asking too much of them. Whereas for them, the idea that you come back every year because he grounds you so much and anchors you, that is like the biggest gift to the family in terms of like the impact of the loss. No?
Yeah, I think
is that not?
I
Don't
hope
ever.
So. I hope
wait,
so.
This is.
I'm thankful that I get to remember like all the positive. Like I've only had like 2 boyfriends, like whatever, but like one of them, apart from the other, was exactly like him, and like everything I apologized for, he like tried to take accountability for. And I was like, the fact that somebody can like try to like even soften my hurt in hurting them is like insane to me. You know what I mean?
All right, we are back, and now the video is being recorded on Sarah's phone because mine is out of space. Sarah's giving her camera right now for us to record a couple more stories.
Here we go.
And so we'll jump into them, and then we have places to be shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
This story is from r/glitch in the matrix, 6 years old. It is titled, I Didn't Exist for an Entire Afternoon When I Was 16.
Okay.
I stumbled across this sub today and I immediately thought of a story that my family and friends still talk about to this day. This happened in 2009. I was about 16 years old. It was the first weekend of summer and no one was home when I woke up at around 11 a.m. I grabbed a snack and went down to the basement to watch TV. I had plans to hang out with a friend at 3 p.m. that day. Like I said, I started watching TV at around 11, knowing I had 4 hours before I was supposed to be at my friend's house that day. I had only been watching TV for about 30 minutes when my mom came down the stairs and started asking me where I'd been all day. I said, "What are you talking about?" I had been awake for less than an hour. I look at my watch and I see that it's well past 5 in the afternoon. I run upstairs and I check my phone to see that I have several missed calls from my friend and my mom. My mom's side of the story is what makes me nervous when I think about it. Even to this day, she was with my little brother at his baseball game from 1 to 3 that day. She and my brother were home, and I supposedly woke up and went down to the basement, but neither of them saw me or have any memory of seeing me that morning. When my mom got home at around 3, she checked the entire house for me, including the basement where I had been sitting on the couch watching TV. It's been 10 years and I still have no idea what happened on that day. It is by far the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me. And although I talk about it with my family like it's a funny thing that had happened, it genuinely chills me to the bones to this day just thinking about it.
That's weird.
Have you ever heard of the idea that when people watch TV, they disappear? Mm-mm. That when like they're consciously connected to something, they literally disappear?
No.
Well, there's a whole thing about it.
Wild.
Okay, we'll do another one.
Okay.
It is called, I Am Losing My Fucking Mind. I was never one to believe in paranormal shit or whatever, but I have no idea what the fuck is going on with me right now, and I'm genuinely considering seeking professional help. I live in a really small shared dorm apartment with 2 roommates. There's this hallway that if you face it, there are 2 bedrooms to your right, 1 bedroom to your left, and a closet at the end of the hallway facing you. The bedroom on the left is right next to the closet. When we moved in, my roommate always complained that they had a closet instead of a bathroom, like me and my other roommates had in our rooms. This closet had a bunch of our shared stuff, including my clothes, gift, keepsakes, and whatever. Today I got back from visiting my parents and I came back to put away some clothing from this closet, but I opened it and saw a fucking bathroom. A bathroom with a toilet and a shower and everything. I was only gone for 2 days and we rent this place, so it couldn't have been randomly built or some shit. I told my roommates, but they fucking said it has always been a fucking bathroom. And they had no idea what the hell I was talking about. I can't find any of the stuff that was in the closet beforehand anymore, even though I had a shit ton of memorable keepsakes in that fucking closet. What the fuck? I spent all day just sulking in my room feeling miserable. I am not crazy, but the bathroom was a fucking closet just 3 days ago. I feel like I'm losing my goddamn fucking mind. I genuinely am considering seeing a psychologist right now.
Wild. That's crazy.
There's an edit from October 15th.
Okay.
I have a brain tumor. That's not, I feel like I need a happier one to end off. Okay, we need this coffee. We need coffee. Because I'm like stumbling over my words when reading. This is like.
There's a follow-up. I have a brain tumor.
I wasn't expecting that. I sometimes wonder though, if when something happens that can't be explained, but we need to rationalize it, if the universe sends us something to make it make sense.
Yeah.
Like, let's say a car accident, head trauma. I wonder how much of it is, because we can't merge the two timelines.
Yeah.
There's an anxiety period of merging them.
Yep.
I wonder if sometimes that's like what ends up happening.
Maybe.
Like what came first, the chicken or the egg in a sense.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, this next story. Now this is the last story. Hopefully it's happier than the last one we did. And then we should go because we are late to our other plans. Oh, you have the hiccups. We honestly, I'm like, we didn't even drink that much. I feel like we probably drink more than I thought. It's been like 3 hours that we've been recording. The dogs are like losing their mind too. Okay, this story is, my eyesight corrected itself until I realized I wasn't wearing my glasses. For a bit of context, my eyesight is horrible. Even half a foot in front of my face is nothing but blurry colors. Yesterday, my mom and brother picked me up from an appointment. I was running a little late, so I didn't have time to put on my contacts and do my makeup. And so I was getting ready on the drive on the way down. So while my mom was driving, I was in the passenger seat with a mirror down. I took off my glasses to apply my eyeshadow. My brother, who was sitting behind me, asked me a question. I turned around to look back at him. When I turned my head back around, I quickly finished my eyeshadow and shut the mirror. I was looking at my mirror at the farmland just off the road and thinking how beautiful it was. And then I suddenly realized, how can I see this? I hadn't put my glasses back on. They were sitting right on the dashboard. As soon as I had that mental realization, my perfect vision went back to being just blurred colors. It was instant, like flipping a switch on in my sight. It was so shocking that I yelled, "Holy shit," out loud. My outburst startled my mom and my brother, so I told them what had just happened, and they said they believed me, but couldn't think of a rational reason behind it. We tried to figure it out for the rest of the drive, but honestly couldn't. To be honest, if there was some secret to magically fixing my eyesight that I had accidentally stumbled upon, then I wish I could find it again.
That was like really cute.
That's happier than what I had just done. I'm like, wait, there's an update.
And there's an update?
No, not for this one, the last one. We can end on that note. Okay, Sarah, how are you feeling? We're going to wrap up now because also we are way later than anticipated. My dogs are losing their goddamn minds. We've drinking a lot.
Which means you drink too.
Now you have the hiccups.
I do have the hiccups.
Also, wait, I have an idea that just came to me. We should do this live. And then we drink and do this on like a Thursday or a Friday. Like we schedule a live for like a Friday at 5 with a bunch of rules. People can submit stories. And if they happen live, people write drink. And then we all have to drink, audience included. If people wanna like live pop on, then they can pop on and hear it too.
Join us.
Anyways, cheers. So tell me, you have the hiccups so badly. Tell me so you came in totally blind. What are your thoughts? How are you feeling? How
amazing. Like I said, like it feels like just an extension of our normal conversation. And I think all of our conversations are very like meaningful and impactful and like resonate with me so heavily. And welcome. I told you, I'm like, you're somebody that I feel like I can be completely like, transparent with, and what a blessing. But like also like how much fun. Like I've had the best time, like absolutely the best time.
So Sarah's basically going to be a regular guest because we are always together, and now we can just like have it stacked this on. All right. Well, to everyone,
to be sick of me.
Never. To everyone tuning in,
yes.
This was a wild ride, chaotic, way more chaotic than usually. You've seen a journey of so many things happening. Please, in the comments, I want all the positive and negative feedback. Please be kind if you're giving negative feedback, though. If you guys enjoyed this episode, if you want this added on, holler, let me know so that I can do this also. If you prefer the other structure, let me know. And if you guys want the live event thing, that's something that we could look into. I feel like that would be fun.
Ratata. Yes.
Like with like a live chat, and then people can like join the Discord or whatever.
Yes.
I feel like that would be fun.
Don't judge me, but yes.
All right. Well, we are late. We have to walk the dogs. We are an hour later than we thought we were going to be. Please like, comment, and let us know where you guys are listening from. And have a wonderful rest of your day and weekend. Until next time.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you.
And I love you guys. Bye.